Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, maybe. Where are you in the world? Wherever you may be in the world. This is Rebecca Nichols, and this is my podcast, Royal Treats. Thank you so much for being here and listening to me today. I appreciate you. That's all I can say. I really appreciate you. You could be anywhere. That's the thing. You're here. And what I'm bringing for you today on this wonderful day, it is Valentine's Day here in the UK. And I'm pretty sure that's worldwide. I think it's a standard day that we all celebrate, right? And I think it can be a day where we can feel quite disheartened that we don't maybe have someone in our lives to celebrate this day. It can make you feel like crap, no? Sometimes. And I've always celebrated Valentine's with the people that I love, whether that be my girlfriends or whether it be my son. I have celebrated it with men over the years, and we went to Paris with an ex-boyfriend once for Valentine's, but we argued there, and our relationship didn't really work out in the end, and that's how it goes. But yeah, it's not that important. But let's talk about love. Let's talk about love. Yeah, let's talk about different kinds of love. Let's talk about not just romantic love, but real love, and let's talk about the love that you have for yourself. Now, love is such a powerful thing. Love can take us into so many directions in our life and really put us into a place of alignment, and talk about energy alignment, and that's the sort of work that I deal with. I've been reflecting on what's been getting in my way of love being able to enter my life, and where I've been let down my guard, or where I've let love in, but it's not been the love that's been aligning for me, not been the right love for me, where I've been settling. And you might relate to that, where you've been desperately seeking love, and we can't ever really get the love that we need from a desperate place. It's just not authentic, it's not genuine, and if we have to beg for it, it's just nah. Or if it's ego based, it's not really love. My last relationship that I was in took me to many places, and it also broke me it broke me, basically. It really did break me in so many levels, and I broke him. We broke each other in so many ways, and I think it's because we really weren't loving each other, loving ourselves in that space. Like, he wasn't really loving himself, and I wasn't really loving myself, although he thought he was in line with love. From this perspective, and looking at it from a wider perspective and larger perspective, and kind of looking at it from this space, not from where we were. It's hard to love someone when you're trying to make them wrong, when you're making them wrong, not even trying to make them wrong, when you're making them wrong. I've done a lot of work over the past 3 years in terms of development and personal development, and I've attended a lot of workshops and courses and seminars and training, and I've worked with some really great trainers and teachers and masters in terms of the world of energy. One thing I learned about love is that it can never make you wrong. Not real love. It can never make you wrong. It can never tell you you're wrong. It can never tell you I know better than you. It can never make you feel unworthy. That's not genuine. And I know I've done that to people. I know where I've been out of alignment with love, and I've made people wrong, and I've judged people, and I've pushed people away because it didn't align with me, or it didn't align with how I felt, or I was projecting my own insecurities and fears onto that person. There's people, no matter how hard you want to love someone, and I know this from my own experience within a relationship, you can't love someone who doesn't love themselves. They're just not really ready to receive it. It's like they'll just constantly put up these guards and these walls, and they won't let you in because it's scary. It's scary to let people in when you've let your heart's been broken and hurt, right? And back and forth in certain relationships where you're trying, and then it's just not working, and you're not connecting where you need to connect. At what point do you say, I've got to walk away from this because this is not working? And sometimes that's not easy to do, because there's so much other stuff that's involved and attached to that. And so when we're dealing with the heart chakra, and let's talk about the heart chakra because that's what I'm really working on in myself. And so I wanted to share that with you, and the importance of really opening your heart up to receive first. Because when you can open up your heart to receive, you will receive. But I feel people only want to love you in the way they love, not in the way that you receive love. And that's something I think I've talked about in a previous podcast called the love languages, so you can check that out. It's really informative in terms of like understanding who we are and how we love and how we receive love. We're all really unique in the way we receive love. See, I know my son, he likes cuddles and kisses. That's how he receives love. I have to give that to him, otherwise his love tank gets empty. And so I think it's really important for us to identify that within our partners and within all our relationships, how we receive love. It is important. Like, I'm very much an affirmation person. You've got to tell me. And in the whole sort of 3 years I was in my relationship, I found it extremely difficult because he was a man that I really loved. I thought I was doing everything I could to love him, but all I wanted was something. Some words of encouragement, I'm proud of you, you're doing well, you're beautiful, you're amazing, I love you. I never got any of that. I don't know why that was so difficult, because it wasn't like I wasn't vocal about how I receive love and how I want to receive love. It was just like I felt that ego got in the way of him really expressing it in the way that I needed to hear it, and not making it about him, but really kind of like going out of the way to help, to please me, not help me, please me. And that's what we do for the people we love. We do compromise in some ways, and because we're willing to do it, or we're willing to go those extra miles for the people we love. I mean, I sit through, kids' films with Tristan that I really don't want to watch. Sometimes I'm like, I really don't want to do this. But the person you love loves it, and you want to make them happy, so sometimes you do that, right? And I think if it's ego-based, it's not love, and I don't want it. If it's selfish desires and it's all about you, then it's just not aligning, and it's just not real, and it's not authentic, and it's got to go. And I think, personally, I tolerated a lot that I should have just walked away from, because I felt there was so much that went right as well. And we're always just focusing on that. But sometimes you just got to know when to just complete and leave and go, okay, well, I've tried. And it's not a bad thing, because we learn so much from our relationships. We learn about ourselves. We learn what we want, what we don't want. It's a valuable learning experience. And so from this space, it's kind of like, I am so completely and utterly grateful for the experience of the time we had together, and for all that we experienced, all the memories, all the value that was added to my life by knowing him. I'm grateful for that, and I think I've explained that a lot as well. I've really gone out of my way to go there with the gratitude, but it's not easy for people to look at it from that perspective, in terms of like letting go, but letting go with love and walking away with gratitude. And I think it's a very mature thing to do. And I think we should all really consider how we do leave things, how we do walk away from things and walk away with love. It definitely makes you feel better about yourself, and it allows some to keep everything intact within that relationship. So that's a little bit about the heart chakra there, and how we process stuff. Because if you think about a little bit more about the heart chakra, it's constantly needing to be balanced. Heart balanced life is how we stop feeling worry, doubt, anxiety, stress. It can really affect us on bigger levels, like viruses, immune system viruses. Hence, why I'm going through what I'm going through is because my heart was broken, and I was dealing with so much other stuff within my life that I was finding it difficult to process what I was doing. And I think I was actually suppressing a lot of the emotions, and actually I was still trying to hold on to that relationship in so many ways. So I think if you are holding on to something, and it's not just a relationship, but it could be anything. I'm not talking just like, I'm holding on to him, hoping one day he'll come back to me or whatever. But letting go of other things, pain caused, if you're holding resent, if there's any guilt, if there's any shame, if there's any bitterness, if you've got any thoughts of revenge, all this is blocking you, and it's destroying you. And it's like that saying is like, getting anger and all these revenge and all these things is like you drinking acid and expecting the other person to die. It's not going to happen. We only suffer, which I've known within myself, because I have this virus that is attacking my immune system now, because I've been compromised within my health, within my immune system, not just because lack of sleep, for one, not enough exercise, not enough my diet wasn't the most amazing it's ever been, so I'm back on track with diet, and just really holding on to stuff that I should have just really released and let go, and gave thanks, and just moved on, because energetically just not in the right place, in alignment. And here I am, a spiritual coach that gets people in alignment. And I'm struggling. I'm not struggling now, but I was struggling to face those things. And if I can't be authentic and transparent about what is going on within my life, I can't do this job. I want you to know that. I'm still a human being, and I think this is serving people in a really powerful way, because I want people to know that at any given moment we can get out of alignment. Any of us. None of us are perfect. And this is where we recognize and we do the healing, because we take responsibility for everything. I'm taking responsibility for the fact that I'm in this situation. And then if I take responsibility for the problem, I can also create a solution. But if I'm victim, if I'm blaming, then I will never get myself out of it. And I fully intend to get myself out of it. Because this is what I do. I'm a healer, I think this is also, so many tests come for us, and they're either going to make us or break us. And I'm definitely not one for breaking. I'm not. I don't know, maybe if you cut me open, like titanium will pour out of me. But I want you to look in the mirror and tell yourself how awesome you are. And tell yourself that you're made of something, that you put on this planet for something, and your life means something, and that you're worthy, and that you're awesome, and that you can achieve anything you want to achieve, and everything's possible. And yes, you can. Yes, you fucking can. And also I think when we do have a lot of failed relationships, or relationships that don't work, it puts us in a place of like, well, what's wrong with me? I remember being in that place a lot of the time, and I think I've shared with that many times. What's wrong with me? Why can't I just get someone? We're gonna find someone. And sometimes, we have to be patient. We have to be patient, and we have to get in alignment, and we have to trust that everything happens in God's time, in divine time, and these some things that are meant to last and built to last, and that are meant for greatness, are worth waiting for. And some people just aren't worthy of you, darling, and that's why they're not with you anymore, sweetie. So just, move on. Dust yourself off and not make it about you, Send them love and just send them on their way and go, hey, well, it was a good experience. Thank you for the lessons. And that's how I look at it, because I definitely wouldn't be the woman I am today without that man. I think he was a blessing the minute. I think he was a blessing the moment he entered my life, and he was a blessing the minute he left. True story. We never look at it like that. People come into our lives for reasons. They come in to show us stuff about ourselves and to teach us stuff. All this stuff is really real, and if we look at it from that perspective, we can't get angry or mad about it. We just say, we look at the relationship. And I think actually the gratitude thing really does work for me. Writing a list of all the things that you're grateful for rather than focusing on the negative will allow you to walk away with it without a martyr syndrome, and also kind of like, look what I've done for you, and I've done all this for you, and da-da-da-da. And it's never really about that. It's not. Because when you're in a relationship, that's what you do. You care for each other, you look out for each other. When it ends, you don't then throw it back in people's faces, and I've been there, I've done that. It's not real love if it comes with conditions, and I've done that. I put my hands up, and we can all fail and make the mistakes, and then we can recognize and we can check ourselves, and we can put ourselves back into a place of alignment. Yeah. Stress and anger and resent and guilt and all these things actually really do have an effect on our immune system. And our immune system relies on a healthy supply of white blood cells. Right now, my blood cells are doing everything they can to fight off this virus. And I'm doing whatever I can on a physical and an emotional and on a spiritual and a mental level to change the chemistry within my body. It's not that complex. It's a journey. I truly believe wholeheartedly that we can heal ourselves. Otherwise, I wouldn't do the work that I do. I know what I have to do, in fact, to fix this, So Reiki boosts our immune system. It's one of the most amazing gifts that we have, is to be able to self-heal. And the thymus gland is actually the gland that is responsible for our immune system, and that is literally at the top of your chest. And if you want to activate your thymus, if you want to boost your immune system, if you want to clear any energy around your heart, you can do the like Tarzan, and I do that every morning, and I do meditations and mantras, and it's really, really effective at clearing away anything that's building up around your heart, alongside meditation, alongside yoga is really great for opening up your heart. Really some great moves you can do in yoga that open up your heart. If there's a blockage in your heart and you might be afraid to commit, you might feel like you've given a lot in relationships, but you also feel like you've been used, you may have been hurt, and then you have your guard up, all these things. I've definitely had to do a lot of work on my heart, and I have been used, and I have had these things done to me, and I've had to come out of that and do the forgiveness for a lot of people that have hurt me over the past couple of years. People that I've trusted, whether it be money, whether it be other things, just kind of giving myself to them, and then literally them not giving a damn really, and just doing whatever the hell they wanted, and not having any consideration for my feelings. That's going to affect you on a level, like there's no way it can't. But if we allow other people to take our joy and steal our joy and our peace, then we'll never really progress in life. Like, ever. We'll never get past it, and we'll always be attracting people. We'll be attracting people based on how we feel about ourselves. Remember, we'll be manifesting that. So the voice of the heart chakra is, I am love, I am lovable, I give and I receive love freely. You know, and it's hard to then go into new relationships and then have those things like, are you going to be like the last person? Are you going to do like, you're going to be like him? Are you going to do this? And be like in a state of paranoia. You know, we are shifting. I feel, not as people, I feel we're shifting on a planetary perspective. I feel we're shifting we are moving into the heart chakra. We've been dominated by the solar plexus, but not in a good way, in a very egotistical, controlling, dominating way, you know. And we're moving into the heart. It's more about peace. It's more about loving. It's about kindness. It's about caring. It's about, okay, how can we make this planet a better place? How can we really truly love each other? Loving ourselves is the first step to loving each other, and I wholeheartedly believe that, you know. So it hasn't been easy for me to do that letting go, I'll be honest, but I knew it was necessary. So take the necessary steps that you need to do to let go of the pain. Whoever's caused you pain in your life, really look to let that go now. In whatever way you can, let that go. You know, there was abuse in my family. My mum rejected me, left me, you know, kicked me out when I was 16. I was very young. I was vulnerable. I got caught up in a lot of crap. And it hurt to have that rejection. You know, you have this codependency, and then you attach yourself to other people because you're so desperate for love that you've never had. It leads to really unhealthy coping mechanisms in so many ways. I mean, it was drugs for me, and alcohol, and you know, sex was definitely up there on the agenda as well. You know, just a crazy world, and there was just no real love involved in that. So, you know, using that tapping on the chest really starts to release all that fear, and start to understand that you can claim back your heart and fill it with love, and know that no one can take it away from you. It's yours. Yeah. And it's okay to share your heart. Releasing the trauma as well is really important. So, you know, we've got to feel worthy of love as well. We've got to feel like we deserve it. And if we feel like we don't, we'll never see it in the way that maybe we want to see it. But I mean, it's always about the journey that you have with yourself, you know, and opening your heart up to possibilities. Gratitude, you know, journaling, writing this stuff down, you know, really understanding what is blocking you and stopping you. I feel like there's huge shifts happening, and I feel like even me sharing my story is going to help and empower so many other women to be brave enough to admit, like, that they're scared to trust, that they're stuck in a cycle of pain, that they're not really sure what love is, that they might find it difficult to forgive, that they're sad, they're lonely, that they're disappointed in themselves, that they maybe can't commit, maybe they're disconnected, jealous, feeling that you have to be weak to be loved, even, like, you know, love's for weak people, love's not for me, I don't need love, all those sort of things, you know, heartache, disappointment, blocking your emotions, afraid to let go of that pain. You're worrying that you'll never find love, and you're constantly craving love and affection. Just like sit and feel what comes up for you. Like, genuinely here. It's a really good idea to just sit in your own space for a bit. And feel what comes up. You know yourself. Like, I've had to go in and go deep within myself and admit to myself that there were things that I had not dealt with properly, that I thought I'd released, but I hadn't. You know, some stuff is so deep rooted. You know, it really, really is. It's years and years and years of conditioning that we are unreleased, we're re-releasing. It could be years of suppression. It's been a long time coming for me. And it's boiling point. You know, my health is suffering now because, you know, I have this virus. Well, not for long. FYI. You know, but it's come up to show me where I've been neglecting myself on so many different levels. You know, it takes courage to admit that you really haven't been loving yourself enough. It was really hard for me to admit that to myself and even here to you. It's like, you know, I have to admit that I've been going. I thought I'd got it. I thought I was okay. You know, I was going in the right direction. It just wasn't the case. We can clear this away. That's the good news. We can heal ourselves. I mean, I know this. I've helped so many people heal themselves. So it's not that I know it's not possible. I know it's possible. I know it's possible. And it's possible. If I know if it's possible for me, it's possible for you, it's possible for us to move and clear all that energy away. And then we create this new story for ourselves. You know, I'm enough. I'm safe in my feelings. I'm whole, I'm healed. I'm self-love. I'm tenderness. I'm real. I'm joy. It's safe for me to love. I love being myself. I am letting go of the past. I am safe being real. I'm safe being real. Yeah. Tell yourself it's safe to be who you are. It's safe to be me. It's okay to be me. I love myself. This is good. I'm proud of myself. My life is good. Everything is all good. You know? So, ways that you can, activities that are great to balance out this chakras. To obviously, I said, write, I love you, 10 things you're grateful for, write yourself a love letter, call someone else and say I love you for no reason. Read through journals, old journals, diaries, you know, keep a faith box, another thing. Just do anything you can, do it with love, connect with people with love, receive love, feel love for your life, feel love for the things you do, find things that you love. What excites you? You know, okay, so I'm gonna be really sexy today and go get in my bath. I bought myself some Secret underwear. I don't know. I just went in there and I felt good about going in there and buying myself some sexy underwear. I just said, yeah, I'm going to put this on. You might see some pictures of it. I might put it out there in the world, but I want to feel good in my skin. I want to feel sexier for me. You know, I'm going to go get myself in a bath. I bought myself a nice lush bath bomb. And then I'm gonna have a massage. I've got someone coming to my house for a massage, give me a massage. I mean, you know, I'm going to charge up the vibrator if I, you know, and pleasure myself. These things are connecting us to ourselves and making us feel good about ourselves. Like, you are the one for you. You are the one for you. You are the one for you. Yeah, that's it. You're the one. You're the one. You are the one. You are the one. So, you know, as I go now, I'm going to share one more thing. Don't ever doubt yourself. Don't ever doubt yourself. Don't ever think you're not worthy. Don't question yourself. Don't look in the mirror and hate yourself. Don't wish you were something else. Don't wish you were someone else. Don't wish your life was better. It's good. Right now, right here, you are amazing. You are beautiful. Whatever you look like, whatever you don't look like. Don't compare your life to other people. Be grateful you're here. You're breathing. Life is good. Come on, let's do some cleansing breaths. And then we go. Woo! I want deep, 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 deep. Inhale. Inhale the good stuff. No. Exhale the bullshit. I don't know. Just cleanse. I don't need to feel this way anymore about myself. I'm done feeling like shit. I'm done feeling I'm not good enough. I'm done. I'm done with all that. I'm good right here. I'm done. I'm done with all that negative talk. I'm done with that. So it's Lent today. And for the next 40 days, I want you to wake up every day, write yourself a gratitude list, tell yourself you love you at every opportunity, give love to people, be kind to people. We're going to do this for 40 days. We're going to give up talking trash about ourselves and others, and we're going to be impeccable with our word. Yeah? We're going to give up talking trash about ourselves and other people for 40 days. Let every word come out of your mouth be of a high, loving fucking vibe. Yeah. Send love. Send love. Mean it. Mean it. Don't half-ass this. Sincerely give love, show love. Wish people well. Put that energy out into the world and see what can happen in your life. See what will manifest. Okay? I love you. If no one ever told you that, and I'm sure you must have heard it at some point in your life. If you're needing someone to be your Valentine's today, I will be your Valentine. I love you. You are beautiful. You're amazing. You're wonderful. Your life means something. Well, until next time, I think you just need to love yourself, and I will see you. Well, I won't see you. I'll be speaking to you again very, very soon. You take care of yourself.